All right, Maggie, here's a look at one of your slalom training runs from last Saturday on Inferno.
Maggie. Sit, Maggie. Pull tap, stay forward.
All right, yes, some good advice there from Coach Leonard. Pull taps, be forward, absolutely. And it was a good job. You know, it was a pretty decent run. A couple things we could work on. We have to narrow the stance, and it's something we've been working on for a couple years now. It's gotten better, but there's still some room for improvement because with that wide of a stance, we're going to have weight on both skis. You ski very two-footed, we call it. Weight on both skis, a lot of weight on the inside. We have to narrow that stance. Narrowing the stance will allow you to really pressure the outside ski, more than the inside. But a great effort up here. That one you had your direction done by the time you clipped that stubby. That was a great job. Right. Now here, got a little bit into trouble because we started the turn a little too early. Right, you're in rise line already with your skis heading down the hill, so there's not much left to do. You couldn't carve from there. You had to kind of lay off them and just kind of go straight. All right, so make sure let's review. Rise line is that imaginary line drawn straight up the hill from the gate. Generally speaking, we want to be patient, get out to rise line before starting our turn. Intersect rise line with enough space or elevation above the gate. Intersect with our skis pointing out and away from the gate so we can bring turn shape back. The amount of space above the gate, well, that depends on ability and how quickly you can turn and really arc a turn, how much you could bend the ski. But we want to make sure we give us enough space above so that we can finish the turn on the gate with direction done. Right, so generally speaking, we're not trying to turn around the gate when it's steep and offset. We're trying to turn around some piece of snow right here such that we finish our turn. So most of our turn is above the gate. So because you had to go kind of straight here, that came out with not as much elevation, and you're hanging in there. But you were what we call losing elevation all the way down. Less space above each gate. You're getting a little lower and lower and lower all the way down the pitch. So we're just losing elevation. It all started because we turned too early up in the middle of the pitch. All right, coming out of flat here. Yeah, I mean, a lot of times we can go more direct for sure, but these are just too direct. You're turning well below each gate, well below here, right? Just going too straight at it. You're hitting that stubby with your skis pointing straight down the hill. We want to, generally speaking, hit that stubby with a little bit more direction done, heading off to above the next gate. Because here we came in low line and had to kind of chuck them sideways here. You can see the spray. But there's a lot of good things going on here. Level shoulders, hands out in front. We're rolling both skis up, generally carving. Just got to narrow that stance a little bit. Even here, just, give yourself a little bit more room above. If you just intersected, a couple of feet higher and intersected rise line with your skis pointing out a little bit more this way, we could have brought more turn shape back to the pole. Because we didn't bring enough turn shape back here, kind of running that low line here, and you had to kind of chuck them sideways a little bit there, and you can see the spray. Right? And again, look at the stance. It's just too wide. This one, I don't know. I mean, it looks like you just started to turn on the inside ski here and kind of fell to the inside and skidded that whole turn. So, outside ski to outside ski. But so, here's things to work on. We need to narrow the stance, right? Narrow the stance, outside ski to outside ski. And in our line, just be a little more patient, right? Get yourself out to rise line before starting to turn. Give yourself enough space or elevation above the gate so we're finishing the turn with direction done on the gate. All right, a couple things to work on. Let's work on this weekend.